So that was my vault. As Todd said, we've been cleaning out our warehouse, and just before we decided to close the indoor, I had a storage unit that I've had for about 20 years where just stuff is in it. So I moved everything to the indoor facility, then I reloaded it and started going through things, and I've been uncovering, all these old banners and flags, and I've got BT banners, invert banners, Tipman banners. I got sticker sheets and all kinds of stuff. But that was like a little box I was keeping in my office, and yes, Gavin, a little one.
It's pronounced orifice.
Orifice. Anyway, the Ollie. When I opened it today and I looked through it. There's some pretty cool stuff in there, like the Ollie Lang Dynasty, BBD's pretty cool. Some of the Smart Parts wide mouth barrel bags they make for like flatline barrels is kind of cool, and just an array of stuff. So as I slowly go through my collection, or whatever you want to call it, I'll post up some videos of stuff I consider to be neat.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm a little frazzled, guys. I'm upset with our software. I can't believe that we crashed due to our video again tonight. But you know what? We'll get back to that. We're going to go back to our advice segment. We have a couple more pieces of advice that people are asking for. And then, Josh, I have Mag Fetish, Price is Right, and a bunch of other stuff to get to, which we'll hopefully do that tonight. Going back to our advice segment, guys, Chris Albrecht is asking, what is the best for on-field radios?
We
Talkabouts.
Yeah, the
Great
motor
question.
If you can upgrade to the Talkabout Plus, I would highly recommend.
The motor, you know what? We've got bow fangs and we've got puck sings. They work pretty well, but I think they have a life expectancy of about a year and a half before they just sort of die.
The battery
and the connectivity dies.
The battery, or it just starts randomly changing channels on you.
Some of the Motorola FRS ones that you can program with the sub channels, those things are not bad either, and they're about the same price. So whether probably the puck sing and the bow fangs, what we have sort of available in Canada, most of them have Kenwood connectors, so you have the ability to get some better headsets and microphones and integrated accessories versus just a single pin Mickey Mouse one.
Yeah. My JT Sportscom will work with them.
Your JT Sportscom
sure will, Skip.
Yeah,
so
sure will.
you have to look before the Baofangs and the Puxings and stuff like that. You used to have to pay for a license to have a radio, and they became very expensive. So field owners would have to buy their own frequency and buy radios that had their crystals in it programmed for those specific things. Then came out the FRS channels, which was Talkabout and all the
family radios.
Yeah. So as soon as that came out and opened up the world to everybody, then you could go and buy 4 radios for $30 at Dick's Sporting Goods or any of these places. They're all great. They got everybody into it, but they were okay. People could interfere with it. They were
and that's
a
problem.
Cheap.
So as the technology became cheaper, it was easier, more accessible for people to obtain radios that use the FRS radio frequency. So everybody and their grandmother was on it, right? And although they increase the range, which is sort of acceptable or suitable for an action sport like paintball, the traffic on each of the stations became really ridiculous, and it became it was challenging to communicate and use them effectively. So
yeah, you'd be on the radio and it's like, Gavin, we're heading to the Delta base. Why don't you meet us over there? And then someone would break in and go, Dad needs to know where the mustard is. Yeah, it's like
exactly
get off our frequency, jerk ass.
And then people who don't understand radio etiquette and talking, like it's a conversation back and forth, talking over each other, and when they're pressing the mic, the talk button, they can't hear anything, so it became really
God bless
problematic.
sub-channels.
Yeah, but even with sub-channels, it was really hard to find one that wasn't compromised or that was being used.
Yeah. So do some research out there, but the Baofang Puxings, they seem to be the best for the dollar right now. And
if you have the money and the time, get a license. And then you don't have to worry about the traffic, and you have a farther range. So if that's what your field, or your team wants to invest in, I would recommend that.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of garbage, I had a bunch of walkie-talkies that we threw away, And I opened one up before just to see, and it had 12 batteries in it. 12 AA batteries.
And Joe went and chested every one of them, and they were all dead.
That's a lot of go juice.
They were all, you know what, 12 batteries. Think of what that cost.
Think of the weight. Forget the cost. Think about lugging that across the field. Yeah, and remember some of the old radios too, where you had to extend the antenna.
You know what? I kept some, so I'll bring those in.
The antennas?
Yep.
I also, yeah. One thing I want to tell you guys about is our good friends Planet Eclipse. They were the ones who sent these beautiful guns to us today. But did you guys know that Planet Eclipse, more championships, new mechanical, new electros, new territory, including the new MagFed division. Get Planet Eclipse and take on the world.
Enola Gay, when the world's greatest players, photographers, and expecting parents need the best coverage, most vivid colors, and biggest selection, they pull the tab on an EG Smoke. Hashtag Pop Smoke.
Thick welded seams, stainless steel hardware, and multiple color options make Air-Ups the #1 choice for inflatables on and off the field. They are made in America by Brent and his team, airups.com.
It's all Brent, actually. He has no team.
Ruthless. Dreams fade. Ruthless paintball products. Colors, sublimation, and craftsmanship never die on or off the field. Ruthless will keep you fresh. Use the promo code BTB15 for 15% off your order. And do not forget, folks, they are making those COVID masks.
Not with COVID.
Sorry, they're COVID-free.
Please clarify that.
If you enter the BTB15 promo code, you get just a little bit of COVID with it.
Oh, jeez.
All right, well, another organization that's COVID-free. They adapt, create, and win. It is Exalt, and it's in our blood. Make your game boil. Get Exalt. Available worldwide.
GI Sports. From the beginning, you stumble down a rocky cliff or waded chest deep through a mosquito-infested bog.
So
now, whether you're sliding into the snake or running and gunning, GI Sports has the gear for you. Now with the new Stormer.
Well, that's me. DLX Technologies, guys. They are the true industry innovators with some of the lightest, fastest, and sleekest hardware in paintball. DLX has the power to get you to the podium.
Since 1969, Altam has put more boots on the ground than any other DoD supplier. Make the military's choice yours. Get your feet into Altam Original SWAT today. Hashtag sturdy footwear.
And Ninja, putting the power in your paintball. Never miss a shot with Ninja. Ninja supplies regs, remotes, and recharge systems to the top teams and players in the sport. Do not be left behind. Get Ninja.
Wow.
There we go. Thank you to all of our sponsors for helping us out during this this pandemic time. What do you guys think? I have a couple more advice questions. Should we get to those?
Yes, please.
Sure, why not?
Look at that.
Let me just look over here
Seamless.
at my thing here.
It's almost like Matt never left.
He did not. We sort of broke the fourth wall there, didn't we?
Well, Matt broke the wall leaving that fast. Holy smokes.
Eric Howard messages us and says, my girlfriend has hinted that she may want to play paintball.
Excellent.
How should I make that happen?
You make that your wife.
You need
Do you know what? If you take that question...
No, first of all, you need to tell her to get a really good job.
But it's
then you wife that. Then you go play paintball.
This is almost a letter from
Lock it
Penthouse
in.
Forum if you change a couple of the words.
Yes.
Eric Howard. No.
My
My girlfriend has hinted that she would like to maybe have a menage a trois. How do I make that happen? I just had to take out two
on
words.
the rails. We recovered from the Matt incident.
Train.
Bring us right back.
As soon as I leave the studio.
Yeah. So if he's got a girlfriend and she's kind of hinted that maybe she'd like to try and play, whether she was just being pleasant or not, how does one handle something like that?
Don't ask me.
Yeah.
Is there crickets there for a second? Whoa.
Well, I'm just trying to think
Without
how I would
talking to
diplomatically do it. Like, you don't want to jump on that and say, yeah, come on out and
for
bring
sure.
her out to a regular day with your buddies. You almost want to try to make sure that you talk to the field owner, make sure that there's a rental group that's coming out, someone that has never played before that she can play with.
Go to a field you've
and
never
promise
been to
that you
before.
would either let her play or you'd go in there and be super nice so that you could play with her. And you know what I mean, give her a good experience. You want to give her the ultimate best experience, and I think if you just take her out with your buddies and let them shoot her up, it's not going to be a fun day.
Try and find 50 cal.
And 50 cal would be a great experience,
Sean Leonard, I was
says
gonna
Matt,
say
the
the same
producer.
thing as well, and Matt, the producer. A low impact 50 cal would be great. Great way to start. And if you can wrangle up some of her friends and your friends as well, making sure you're playing, if you're able to, with people you're familiar with, so you know that people can help make sure people's experience has been enhanced as well, and not being it's not being chewed up by the so-called professionals.
Yeah.
The knuckle breathers.
For sure. And don't take her to a speedball practice when guys have their shirts off and everybody's trying to
Vaping and
breathe from their
trying to
knuckles.
walk the cloud.
Yeah, telling paintball stories and stuff like that. Give her the best thing, and yeah, I mean, if you can give her a good experience, and if she starts enjoying it, there's nothing better than being able to share your hobby with someone that you want to spend time with. But on the same token, sometimes sometimes
Separate interests are great too.
That's right. That's right. A George divided amongst himself is not George. I don't know. Yes, you're right. I butchered it, but that's the thing. Like sometimes,
I got where you were
Matt gave
going
you the
with
quote.
yeah. So I don't know. Part of me would like to have my girlfriend there if I had a girlfriend, but on the same token, you're right. It's kind of nice not to.
John Almadea, the Captain documentary himself, has a really good idea. Take her out to play MagFed. She'll spend more time on the field. And again, you're not going to have to worry about being shot up ramping.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm going to chop John Almeida down there sitting on his high horse. I think the MagFed, though, might be a little more like mechanical and more things to remember and things to deal with. I almost think you want to get her set up with a 50 cal rental group.
Joseph has the floor.
You didn't hear it on the podcast because you can't see it, but Joe grabbed the conch. So
I put my arm up because I had a question, but I won't stand up because I'll take the zero. That's Eddie Murphy delirious for anyone that may have caught that.
Yes.
Anyway, we play at the outdoor field on Tuesday nights, and it's a pretty low key night. Most of the people play MagFed, but we've been having a lot of the regular players have been bringing their girlfriends and their wives out to play. And we do day camps with Bingaman's that's right beside us. And for 3 weeks, not 3 weeks, every other week, the counselors have come out to play paintball. And each time they come, they bring a couple different friends. And they're like university girls, and they're reasonably attractive. But they're playing paintball. They're bringing out their friends, and they're mixing in with us. And you know, it's a great night to bring somebody that's new to the sport out, because everybody that's playing is an experienced player and they have nothing to prove, and they're not out to shoot people up. And it's neat because you can take these people with you and you can creep around behind things and show them the whole field. So it's pretty cool. It's a good opportunity.
What night were these ladies coming
This is
out?
our Tuesday night.
Look at you.
It's
That's all you need to do is bring your girlfriend out to a field and all the guys standing around going,
No, but they're not. But
awful.
everyone, they're not. It's not like it's speedball dating or speed dating.
there's no knuckle breathers.
It's like people are playing paintball, and it's come on out with us and have fun. It's a pretty keen activity. It's like a normal Saturday or Sunday when people are coming.
It's
out to
also very important to remember, if you're going to go out on one of these nights with all the university girls and enjoy some paintball and bring your girlfriend, is make sure your wife's not there too.
Yeah. John O'Meta likes your comment.
reasonably attractive.
Reasonably attractive. And Roger Weaver says Aunt Bunny fell down the stairs.
And little Eddie got hit with a pump gypsum. And
Well, you know what Aunt Bunny said.
And the big brown shark.
Goonie Goo Goo.
Oh, I just see our friend Steve Couchy in the chat as well from NXL Australia and Hot Shots Paintball. Good. What's 14 hours ahead? So what are we at?
Tuesday morning?
It is Tuesday. It is 10:52 a.m.
But
I had
you
to look it
glossed
up.
over his comment. Steve, great comment. He says, for those people who have ugly partners, male or female, paintball is perfect. That's what the mask is for. Yeah, but then you'll hear all the groans when she comes off the field and takes her mask off. Oh, reasonably
No, it's
attractive.
COVID time.
What do you
Put that
want me
back
to
on.
say?
She had the sexiest Adam's apple I ever saw.
Wait, Gavin's girlfriend's going to
Were
take
you
her
jealous
mask
of her
off.
mustache?
Why do you guys gotta be like that?
Why you gotta be like that?
Sorry.
What are you doing,
As if you
Todd?
didn't know that was going
I'm
to
just
happen.
kidding, but I think I just
doing?
broke you up. All right, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is our advice segment for tonight. If you guys
Did we give any advice?
Not a
We did.
chance.
We
We just
gave
made
lots
fun of
of
people's
advice.
girlfriends.
Oh, thank goodness.
If you guys would like to send your questions or
Don't
comments
set the
in,
bar
we
too
can
high.
certainly take that at yeah. Can I just interrupt the show for a second,
No.
Josh?
I guess your show.
Okay, Facebook Messenger again. This lady still wants that TV bracket. Will you please come and take it tomorrow? Can I mark it as sold and tell
Yeah.
her to get
Yeah.
bent?
Can
Okay,
we-
4
can we-
comments
no, no,
since the show
You know what?
started.
Can we interrupt the show in real time, interact back and forth,
Yes.
and we'll get suggestions from the chat forum about how we should respond.
Yeah, there you
I
go. You were
like
That's true.
You were
New
talking about
segment.
a new podcast. There to go selling stuff on Marketplace.
Collective
God.
response. I love this segment.
Damn it.
Oh,
Can we do a Google poll?
We should do a Google poll. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking about. I'm going to try it, Matt, since it's near the end of the show. We're going to play a couple videos. So, the first video I want to play, guys, and these are okay. History of Paintball documentary. We all should have watched it. And if you guys haven't watched it, first of all, for shame. You guys go and download it.
Still streaming, yeah.
It's still streaming. It's on Vimeo, but go to paintball.media or anywhere. Even send me a message and I'll give you the direct link to go to the site.
Or John, if you're in the chat right now, can you post up the link in the chat forum right now so people can click?
and
click
how
to
much
that?
would you sell the documentary for in Facebook Marketplace?
Yeah.
$10, and I will bargain up on that.
So you guys can watch it there, and if you like what you see, because I did, we all did, that was just under 3 hours. There's a DVD pack that's coming out shortly, right? It's
So
not out yet.
24th, I believe, is the
24th.
cutoff date for purchases, and it'll be shipping early September. So you have a
Good.
couple of weeks left in order to make this historic purchase. That's something you can watch for a number of years.
But it's not the documentary you've already seen.
no,
It
it's much
has
more than that, my
an
friend.
added bonus of 3 more hours of unseen footage, so you guys can check that out. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to pin John's comment. So watch the History of Paintball 3-hour documentary. You can click on it right there. I would highly recommend if you haven't seen it now.
And since John, you're working for us right now, if you want to pin, if you want to also pin the how you can order the complete history documentary, the DVDs / Blu-rays, so that our audience can click on that link too and make that purchase.
Yeah, for sure. So we're going to play you 2 quick snippets here, and hopefully they work, and hopefully we don't crash again, because that was our software that was having issue. But the first one is kind of the origin story of how Machine Gun Mike Baird got his name. And the second one is Richmond Italia. As you know, he was the gentleman behind GI Sports. He's singing not Bud Orr, but Tom Kay's praise. So check it out, guys. We'll be right back.
I went and ripped my nail spot apart and ground down the trigger, ground down the sear to create my own auto trigger. So every time, it was a full shot. And that's really where the name came from, Machine Gun Mike, because I was shooting fast when other people weren't.
At one point, I remember I showed it to Tom Kay, and that's where I realized that this guy really is a genius. Like, you heard the rumors of how smart he was, but it really dawned on me at this point that this guy just knows too much about too many things.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The links are in the chat. Make sure you guys get on that. As I say, if you haven't watched it, you definitely need to get on that.
Indeed.
Also, while we're talking about paintball.media, if you're checking out their social media sites, follow them, because their digital magazine, Paintball Digital Magazine, is up now. Every episode or every magazine for the last, for quite some time is on there as well. So go back and flip through all of them. I just drew a blank, Gavin. What am I staring at you for? Why did you just give me that look?
It's my smoldering eyes that you keep getting lost in. So just look away for a second. You'll recompose yourself.
So, thank you to Brent from Air Ups for the field maps. I've been hanging on to those guys since before COVID. I apologize, but I wanted you guys all in studio to give them to you. I didn't want to just randomly give them to you. And I guess looking back in retrospect, I probably should have, because you guys could have played them during COVID.
I could have had some entertainment. Yeah.
And also, thank you to Jacko over at Planet Eclipse. This, my friends, is the HDE pattern new for the EMF or MG100, but we're going to call it the EMF because that's the new marketing for it. This right now has the dummy mag, so you can put a hopper on the top if you wanted to. So check that out, ladies and gentlemen.
And he shipped them all separately, right? So we're waiting for 5 more to arrive.
There's
in
5
studio.
more coming,
Okay, perfect.
and they have your names monogrammed
Gavin,
on them.
Gavin, you smell that? It smells like bullshit.
I ain't too proud to beg.
Neither am I. Please, Jocko, please.
And then I want to say thank you to John over at
Yes, thank you, sir.
At Ruthless.
Those are,
Okay,
those are
one other
slick.
thing I wanted to show you guys, and I'm sure you guys have already saw this, but if you take the behind the bunker mask as an example here, and then you flip it over to the back side, you'll notice that there is a pocket
You
in
can
them.
put your weed in there.
Well, it's for your
carbon
car
filter.
keys. No, it's for your car
Oh, okay.
keys or
Your
cash
wallet?
money. Yeah, absolutely.
Cash money, baby.
Your phone?
So you can put a filter in there, whatever you want. But John gave me a sample of these when I ordered these, and I've been wearing that as my primary mask. And I've been blatantly advertising Ruthless everywhere that I go. But it's the most comfortable mask that I've found. And I know my wife is a bunch that the local ladies have made that are fabric masks, and they're
Ladies.
great. But these, I don't know, these are comfortable. And I hate wearing masks, as we all do,
Yeah.
but these make it a little bit more tolerable. So, whatever. I know they're a sponsor, but if you guys are looking for something cool, you want your team logo on them, you want your company logo on, anything like that. Heck, you want a Behind the Bunker logo, anything you want, talk to John. He get you guys. You guys can get hooked up on that.
I'm really
So-
excited about this. One, it's mandatory in our region, so we're going to have to start wearing them on a
Wear the
regular basis.
Flagler one everywhere you go.
So I can mix it up. When
I
this
will.
gets moist, that's right, I said it. When this gets moist, I can switch up to the Flag Raiders one. So I have multiple options to advertise both the program and my favorite field. And if you guys are interested too, hit up Ruthless and see what they can do for you.
When it gets moist at the glory hole.
You can wear one over your
Did
mask.
you guys not hear that?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Let's-
good.
Let's move on.
Wear
You
one
both
over
look
your.
disgusted like you never heard it before.
I like your headband. Is it working for you? You gonna wear that tomorrow
I
night?
forgot I had it on.
Yeah.
You think I'm going to...
So I'm watching you guys in the live comment. Steve's saying from Australia the internet is or Facebook and this is
Choppy.
choppy. Devin is saying that too. Post up if it is, guys. We're trying to work on this. Facebook's been a bit of an issue lately. Our internet's fine. Our software, we had a glitch today, but it shouldn't be that. Just trying to diagnose the issue. If not, we may be switching platforms or software soon because I don't have patience for it. So just let us know in the comments there.
And the amount of money you guys spend to watch this program, you need it to be seamless.
Yeah.
So if you haven't hit like and share, do that. That's probably what's cutting things up and making it choppy.
Are you calling them big spender cheapskates?
I am calling them. If you haven't hit that like and share button, that is why we're breaking up right now. So make sure you do that for steady streaming.
Yeah.
It's like the old days when we used to beg for money.
For 60 cents a day.
You know what? Here's a question. I'm going to watch you guys in the live chat. Hopefully, this is you guys can answer this before the end of the show. We used to sell support packages. It included a patch, a T-shirt, and some stickers,
Barrel
and
bag.
barrel
Yep.
bag.
Stickers.
And it all had our Behind the Bunker branding on there. Pretty fresh, pretty nicely designed. Would you guys be interested in ordering them if we put them up for sale? And we wouldn't put them up for how much were they? They were like.
Do you want me to lie?
No,
Okay.
I think the most expensive pack was $60. I think, but you got a T-shirt, a barrel bag,
Yeah, it's $59.99, right?
a microfiber, maybe some stickers. You got
Oh,
something.
there was different
anyways.
tiers. I
There was
remember
a
that,
couple different tiers when people opened it up and realized they got bamboozled. But no, we had a couple there that you guys could choose from. But if you guys were interested, we could probably put together some of that again soon. But be curious to see if you guys would be interested in that. Gavin Sharma, thank you so much for being on the show. We're going to end it here, I think.
That's probably a good idea while things are still choppy. And if you haven't hit like and share, like I've been begging all evening, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you do so on the way out. But it's always wonderful to be here, and thank you all for joining us and sticking with us through some of the chop. Make sure you join us again next week, Monday, 8:05. You'll see us.
Yeah, was it the slap chop?
Yeah,
Is that what the product?
slap
Yeah.
your problems away.
Chop shop.
No,
He can't
did
say
his
slap chop anymore because the lady bit his tongue. That's the
Slap
ShamWow guy.
He's in prison for beating her.
Yeah. Oh, we'll get into the story another time.
I
Joe
thought he
Kimson.
died of cocaine overdose.
Well, I don't know. No, he's in prison.
Wasn't that Billy Mays?
No, he hit his head on an airplane.
This is where Gavin tries to reel us back in.
No, I'm reading the chat, and again, our Aussie friend Steve says if we have the swag bag or the packages, to hit him up, and he will try to put it on his shop in Australia.
Oh, very nice, Stephen.
We could bring some down when you send us there.
Yeah, you have to see the goods in person, so please ship us all down.
Ship us there once.
Not in a
once
sea
the,
can.
once the pandemic's there. We
You mean if you want to see our goods in person?
we don't want to go to Melbourne, but we'll wait until later.
Yeah, Dwayne
wrong with
King
Melbourne?
says that the show's great, but what it needs really is more cowbell.
That is true.
Yeah. Joe Kimson from Flagger's Paintball, thank you for being on the show.
Thanks very much, everyone, for tuning in, and thanks for watching. And if you're wanting some paintball tomorrow, we have action at the outdoor field from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday all weekend. So come on out and get some. Pew, pew.
Boom! Headshot!
And then thank you to John saying, great show, guys. Josh Subizaburkas, thank you for being on the show.
Yeah, thank you to everyone who not only liked but shared the show. As usual, if you didn't share or like, you're dead to us.
Yeah, it's all right. I
We
hit
won't
the
see
wrong.
you next week because we don't care.
We don't care. I hit the wrong sound button there. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for Matt for pushing all the buttons and leaving us halfway through the show.
You know it.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for watching. We'll see you next week.